Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to the Philosopher King, a RimWorld royalty series about being a benevolent ruler in a benevolent society. A society governed by these rules and goals and the projects that you have voted on in weeks previous that I'm obligated to work on. Speaking of projects, there was a few comments about how it was shameful I had not opened the Ancient Danger. Now the way these Choose Your Own Adventure series works is that I work on projects that you all propose and vote on, and opening the second Ancient Danger was never proposed, nor was it ever voted on, which meant that I was in no way ever obligated to actually open it, and that's why it remained closed. Not because I didn't make time, but because I was never instructed to do so. That's the way these series work. And all of my Choose Your Own Adventure series will work just like this as well. You can disagree with the methodologies, but I wanted to put some of the power in your hands, deciding on what I work on and the projects that I prioritize. And as such, the prioritizations led me to never really addressing the second Ancient Danger. And by now, I think it's a little too late. On a different note, let's go ahead and make a crown, or let's make a crown for Babaloo. I am going to make it out of steel, just a simple steel crown. And this is so that I can get that speech bonus back when I give speeches, because I'm able to give a speech. And I'd like to give a speech right before I attempt the giant mech cluster, so hence the crown. I'm also going to add my entryway as a safe zone for now, so that we can... Oh! Got some mad ibexes, huh? That's fine. Adding my entryway for now, just so that I can rearm and repair. Come on, ibexes, I have an open front door. Alright, so here's my crown. I'm going to force wear it. And, force wear it. I guess, I fat-fingered that and won't be doing it quite that way. That's fine. Schedule everybody to safe. Alright, so I'm not wearing the helmet nor the... Oh, you change... Okay, yep, that will work. There, so now we only have a 15-ish% chance of a uninspiring speech. I guess we can switch clothing in the middle of a speech, it's good to know. Hopefully it's inspiring, and then we will work on the Ancient Danger. Alright, it's encouraging. Perfect. Switch helmets. Where's the last ibex? Oh, there. You are no longer manhunted? Good. Let's turn these off. So here's the deal. One thing I want to do is to get a bionic arm. This will be for Talon because he has a wounded one, a scarred one. Bardanes, you already dropped your sniper rifle. Good. So the next thing I wanted to do is Yanshui, move over here. Mathis, Faustopia, Shay, Chris, and Poppy. Grab a sniper rifle. This is so that we can outrange the mechanoids, the centipedes. Alright, next step of the shelling process. Hey guests, how would you feel about mortar shells? And Bubbaloo is going to man the anti-grain. So the idea here is to anti-grain sort of the center here, and then draw all of the mechs to me. So here we go. Gonna pause, release, hold fire. Bubbaloo, you aim for here. That seems high traffic enough. And then all you guys aim for here. Then all of my snipers. Let's make sure that your needs are being met. Nope, they're not. So, consume a meal, head on out. Actually, Mathis, it's pretty late in the day, but I will risk a little sleeplessness. Truth be told, I should probably wait for tomorrow. But already committed, so let's go. If I need to suck down a whole bunch of Wake Up to stay frosty out there, I can, but Wake Up, of course, has a chance for addiction on first dosage, so I prefer not to do it. Alright, so let's watch the shells. Bubbaloo shell did more or less what it needed to do. It took out the mech assembler, but not much else, which is unfortunate. Scheduling so safe no longer should include this area. And then all of my snipers are ready to go. Ish. I say ish because they're kind of tired. Another thing I'm going to want to manufacture is a smoke pop. Or a smoke launcher, I should say. So I'll get that going soon here too. Talon and Bubbaloo, you're going to go to the front and make sure that our defenses are effective. The idea here is to let all the fast movers... wow, there's 9 centipedes left. All the fast movers smash into our defenses and then snipe the centipedes as they arrive, because they're slower. Bubbaloo and Talon are here just to kind of run interference to make sure that Scythers don't shred our turrets. I can use skip and stuff like that. I'm not using any of my royals because I have been tasked with their defense, so I don't want to utilize them and get them wounded or killed. Roof collapse, but that was intentional. Now the other danger here is, of course, when I skip them back like this, the turrets that are up ahead will try to fire back on me, potentially hitting me, so I have to be careful about using the skip in such a way. Because as you can see, all of these turrets are trying to aim at this Scyther. Alright, so my snipers are deployed. And with the intention, I gotta make sure not to go any more northwest, although this wall probably blocks a bit of the line of sight, with every intention of taking down the big mechs. Alright, now at this point, I am going to turtle up and shut everything off to see if I can't discourage draw these guys in closer, because there's a lot of mechs that are sort of in the mix, so to speak, right now. I don't want my defenses to get too overwhelmed, or they'll be destroyed. So right now, I'm just drawing them in a little closer. Oh, look at this cute little Lancer with no weapon. Alright, so we were drawing in closer. That should be good for now. Turning on everything. Roof collapse. That was a really good roof collapse because it got almost every pikeman in its radius. Another thing, which is a blaring mistake, is I don't currently have Firefoam poppers anyway, so I'll queue for poppers to be manufactured. For now, what I'm going to do is use water skip, keep my turrets from being set on fire. Easier said than done. Let's do a quick health check. Oh, speaking of health check, you guys are getting way too close. Let's fall back. Make sure that none of these turrets are fearing destruction. This should be plugged back in. My uranium turrets aren't flammable, so that's fine. Let's unplug that bad boy. Bubbaloo and Talon, I'm going to have you unrestricted for a minute so that you can rearm you sluggery doos. Stupia, you got a toe shot off. Well, I can help with that. Alright, Talon, let's skip some water around again. Making sure that our defenses are not destroyed or overwhelmed. Moving forward with Bubbaloo so that he could make some of these mechs fight each other. Oh man, I am doing a bad job of kiting. Luckily, we're fairly well armored, but I do not want to do that again. I will try to stay as focused as I can. Alright, at this point, all turrets off. Actually, let's have you all go inside. I think you all need rest. And our automated defenses can handle the rest. Zones. I'm going to add this all to safe. Talon will smash up the last two pikemen. Put out these fires. Repair the most damaged turrets. And get ready for the last 3 centipedes. One of which is really damaged. Why are you just standing there? Okay, Bionic Arm is done. That is for Talon. Now I'm having my constructors prioritize repair over fire beating. Most of the uranium turrets were back here and they weren't really targeted. Let's not even bother with the uranium one for replacement, because plasteel is superior. And then, I guess, what's important is I rearm, because some of these turrets are just about bingo. We're going to have to get out of the area in a second. Oh, cargo pods. That's some welcome news. All right, rearm. Wow, yeah, these are really emptied. What we get? Ah, vegetables. Perfect. Ooh, one tapped. That's what I like to see. Talon. Let's also give you the bionic lift. Zero, you can go to sleep. Yep, rest. These last two are going to be probably short work for our sluggies, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's tend to our wounded. Waking up Babaloo. And we have just one centipede left. And then the rest of this stuff up here is just going to be, I'm just going to need to dismantle it with smoke pop and, yeah, done. Wow, that was one tapped. Right through the head. Artificial brain shattered. Lovely. Lovely indeed. Okay, so safe. I'm going to include this entire entryway, because it is all now safe. We don't have any potential enemies or anything like that coming in. Shay's fully healed. Chris should be fully healed pretty soon, too. When we wake up, we will do a little surgery on Talon there. Alright, Babaloo, I'm going to have you surgery now. Poppy, you clean up the hospital. So I'm planning on taking down the rest of these turrets with Talon, so we need to get him recovered from his surgery pronto. And then we'll also use the smoke launcher to do it as well. So let's make sure the smoke launcher is a higher priority than shred mech, because otherwise Zero is going to shred mechs forever. Yeah, let me focus on the smoke launcher first. Alright, so you have to wait for the anesthesia to wear off. But here's fire foam poppers, which are going to be mightily nice to automatically fight fires in our entryway. Okay, a little bit of blood to clean up. Babaloo's got it. Laying down a bunch of the mechs to shred. Chris on a shoot frenzy. That's really, really good. And a psych to soothe male. Oh, well, the Storyteller's merciful. Alright, so the smoke launcher is done. Let's work on the leg for Faustupia. Still waiting on Talon to get rid of all the anesthesia. was a lot of mechs. So we still have a mech assembler. It's about to make a scyther. That's okay. I mean, I can't really do anything about that right now. Alright, so the leg is done. And Philosopher, you are going to be the recipient. An ambrosia sprout. Lovely. No worries there. That was pretty easy. Okay, so here's the surgery for Philosopher. Done. Quick health check. Other than some scars, everyone's fine. Awesome. Alright, schedule. Safe for everybody. And safe will, for now, extend here. Let's get rid of area 1. So the remainder of this is to be done with probably a smoke launcher and Talon to brawl it down. That's my plan. So we'll have a task force for that. How is there meat here? What happened? I'm truly confused. So I have several different methods of dealing with the mechs. I've got bullet shields, which would stop their bullets from hitting me, and I've got smoke pop. I've got, so we'll be able to close the distance and dismantle them pretty effectively. I'm just gonna wait for prayer time to finish, or meditation time rather, to finish for both Babalu and Talon. No need to rush it. Well, all these mechs help to supplement my dwindling steel amount, which is good. Then we'll also aim to rearm our turrets so that we're prepped for the next defense. Huh. Stachys, you have enough intellect to make meds for me. That's good news. So I would say these defenses, I mean, maybe they're not min-maxed, but they're pretty effective, I'd have to say. All right, Talon, you just about ready? Who should it be? Philosopher? You're still wearing off. So Shay, you're okay. Chris, it's gonna be you. Make sure their needs are met. Tell them we'll give you a quick, lavish meal. And you too. Your reward for big fights. All right. So, one way to approach this would be to lay down some smoke. Well, actually, we could just come at this one from the east, where Nothing can see us. There we are. And while we're in this smoke cloud, we are not going to be targeted by, as you can see, this turret, for instance, can't target us. All right, next up, let's travel north and take out these two. Same method. The smoke pop... Okay, so while we're crossing through, it will try to target us. Let's smoke the gap. Keep going. This is cheaper than using smoke pop the sidecast, because the sidecast costs, heat, whereas the smoke pop launcher does not. Okay, it looks to me like we lost a light. Oh, okay, so there's another gap here as well. How are they? This line of sight is kind of annoying, but I'll just carpet bomb it. Carpet bomb my way in. Come on. Oh, the Scyther's about to pop out, actually. That's bad timing. So I'm keeping the auto-charge turret in total smoke, so it can't see. I'm just going to deal with this mech assembler before it becomes an issue. It looks like a Scyther's going to pop out of there any second. And... oh, there's a bullet shield here. That's cute. Alright, mech cluster has been defeated. That's what I like to see. So schedule. Non-bloodlust can move about. What I want to do is I want to remove all evidence that there was a cluster here. So let's set things to get destroyed. Popping out the defoliator. And animals, you are all set to haul again. Except for our two grazers. Nice. And there you go. That is the destruction of a ×3 mech cluster. Efficiently. Chris, I'm going to have you switch your weapon back. Alright, there we go. Putting everybody's weapons back. There's no need to hold on to the sniper rifles necessarily. So now we are just waiting out the remainder. So we have a unique offer that we could deliver to Elikos. So if we jump to Elikos, this is a... Okay, so it's going to require Bubbaloo to go. But I probably do already have my Trebleware. Yep, I do. So let's delete that queue so we don't end up making extra Trebleware that we don't need. And now life is somewhat back to normal as we have cleared out the mech cluster and we just need to destroy the rest of it. The rain sort of washing away evidence. Look at him go. Oh, you too. Alright, great. And our animals will help to haul that in. Alright, so the unique offer expires in 18 days. It's probably, I'm going to stick around. I'm not going to deliver it until the safeguarding royals is done. I'd rather have Bubbaloo home and able to actually do the safeguarding himself. He accepts a mission. He wants to see it through. Like a lot of hauling is being done. Gonna make sure to prioritize some rearming of our turrets. To be honest, what we need is to haul the uranium to the wall. And then we'll be able to rearm it quicker. But yeah, the defense is really held up, and I'm quite proud of that. That went pretty smooth. Looks like right now maybe plasteel is our bottleneck. We have a bit of steel, so I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mine this steel node up because it's almost gone. Just, it's literally maybe seconds away from being totally mined out. So, Zero, I'm gonna put you back on mining as a high priority. She won't mind, I don't think. And now it's just some slag. Turkey self-tamed. Sorry, Turkey. Gonna have a nice turkey dinner, I guess. Especially a male turkey. There's no eggs involved. So we've almost fully cleaned up that old mess. Three ambrosia zones. Man, this forest offers a lot of ambrosia. That's all I can say here. Looks like my power is a little lower than it normally is. Let me make sure that I don't have any... Nope, I don't have any breaks. Okay. Exoticos trader flying overhead. Let me pause. I have a little bit of art to offer them up. Bard, you are closest to installing this, or I'm going to make you do it anyway. Okay, drill's exhausted. Let's go back to plasteel. Alright, Bob. Let's see here. Architect leg would be phenomenal, but I don't think that there's a scenario where I can afford it. Unless, of course, we get the... No, we won't get the delivered gold in time. Okay, well, oh well. We sell off some of the jade art. Looks like the rice harvest is pretty healthy. I'm probably just going to do multiple rice harvests just to make sure that I get all the rice that I need replaced. Also looks like we're planting the trees that I had issued. I'm going to make it a 3 wide. It's not going to be super clear that it is like a grove, but I'll do what I can. Checking the quests here for safeguarding royals. Their average mood has been 82. I think I'm doing just fine. Okay, Ibex wanted revenge. I think you're going to lose to a warg, but you're welcome to try. Speaking of which, I'm going to do a bit of hunting here. Alright, Shane. Yep, I was staring at you do that. Talon, Faustopia, and Chris. Let's have you help. She's going to be chased. What about the warg? Northeast corner, okay. Man, this, I gotta say, this base takes up probably more acres than really any other base I've ever built in the past. It's a pretty expansive one. By no means a complaint. I think it's kind of fun. Yan Shui is hunting a warg. I am going to send some backup, just in case. No, I don't think I'll need it. She's... Until the moment that she takes a meal in the middle of a warg hunt. And then it's like, oh, yeah, maybe you do need it. Oh, man. Alright, Mathis, you're fine. Okay, that's most of the larger animals on the map tile. I'm just trying to stock up so I don't run out. What was originally stockpiled here? I'm going to add in EMP and smoke. Actually, clear all, just EMP and smoke. So that we can basically ensure that that's near the entryway. So really the only thing I have left to do is to make sure that these royals stay safe and happy, and then I'll probably be taking the Royal Ascent quest, to guard the Stellark for 12 days while everybody tries to raid me as if I've turned on the reactor. So that's a big challenge. Wow, we have a lot of anima grass. Just keep growing it, man. Just keep growing it. I think it won't be pretty, but to reduce some additional work, the floors that the animals take for hauling, I'm just going to remove them so I don't have to keep cleaning up. Because I see pretty often our cleaners are having to I'll even remove these. Our cleaners are having to make special trips. And that doesn't really make much sense. I'll leave it here. That's close enough to the center of the base that it's not going to be a problem. But all the places that are not near the center of the base. Oh, I guess I have to allow that. Have to be a throughway. Okay, so that should be a little bit less work. Our rice amount obviously has been skyrocketing. Taking a look at our... We've got plenty of beer, plenty of psychite tea, so no need to grow any of that. And our heal root. Maybe this little section I'll put heal root in, but our heal root's kind of fine too. I'm just making sure to supplement it in case we need that, but I don't suspect we will. Alright, Shay, I don't know how you drew the short straw, but I'm going to have you rearm all the turrets. I don't know why this is such a low priority task. It's like kind of important. Oh, Zero, you keep doing your thing. I think some of it is just because they're set to only rearm once they hit a certain minimum durability. Because it's more efficient to rearm it at a certain minimum durability. But given how the raids on this base tend to be, I would say probably best that I keep my turrets full of ammo at all times. So these royals need about 5-ish days left. Then I get a big old bucket of gold, heal mech serum, and glitter world meds. The unique offer will be sent when that's done, because this has us taking our tribal ware to Elikos. And then once Bubblaloo is done with that Elikosian trade run, we will accept the Stellark quest for 12 days of hell in order to get off this planet. That's sort of the game plan as it is now. I do believe that when Philosopher is done with this, everything will be rearmed and repaired. Yep. A few more turrets. Making sure to spread them out properly so they can't chain, explode, react to one another. Well, another thing I should probably do is build a roof over the unpathed zones so that plants can't sprout up and cause movement blockages. Voila. So the rest of my steel, plasteel, and uranium can be used for armaments and protection. My guess is I'll probably want some additional... I'll probably want to ramp up my shell stacks so that I get up to 50 rather than 25. Maybe up to 20 incendiaries. Just so that in the midst of combat, I don't have to crank out some extra shells, you know, urgently. That wouldn't be a comfortable situation to find myself in. Okay, so this deep drill is exhausted. I'm probably going to want to set that up in another plasteel location, and preferably one that is not. I can set it up, but preferably one that is not dangerous. Alright, and... I'm also going to limestone it up. Because we're so close to this power line, it's just less effort to just run power like that, so I'm going to do it like that. And this is so that raiders can't set the deep drill on fire, which offers a little bit extra protection. Well, guys, I am just about out of time here. That was exciting, having to deal with the giant mech cluster and the swarm of mechs. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. I welcome all of it. If you have any tips, tricks, anything like that, let me know. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next episode. Adios, friends.